So imagine pitching this to one of the biggest streaming services in the world. A show about a huge earthquake, a family trying to survive as an entire country sinks into the ocean. Serious, grounded, emotional. Sounds simple enough, right? Japan Sinks 2020. From a studio that's made something as absurd as Devilman Crybaby, that show doesn't even light a candle to what this even is. The show is based on a 1973 disaster novel by Sakio Komatsu, which has gotten plenty of adaptations before, mainly live action movies, following a single simple premise. What if an earthquake caused Japan to completely sink? The original novel and adaptations follow how the government reacts and tries to fix the problem, and if society can reset itself to how it used to be. But Masaaki Yuasa saw that and said, nah, I think I'm good. Instead, this anime follows a single family. The parents, a daughter, son, and an Estonian YouTuber, like in every family. On paper, this story seems like an easy layup, a grounded family we can connect to, minus the Estonian, and the struggle for survival in the state of emergency. And then the show starts doing things. There's a scene where this YouTube guy just starts rapping, and this paralyzed scientist joins in Morse code. And that's not even the weirdest swing this show takes. The YouTuber guy is honestly a genuinely interesting idea. A disaster content creator chasing clout and views while the country is actively sinking. And the show just doesn't commit to it. Major characters get taken out with almost no weight behind it. The show cannot decide whether it wants to be a brutal and depressing showcase of disaster or an absolute clown circus. There's an entire arc dedicated to this cult. You'd think that they would matter in some way, maybe manipulating the government or using this disaster as a way to farm new members. Except almost all of them die and we're just supposed to forget about them. So why does this show have so many tonal shifts? Here's the thing about Yuasa as a director. This isn't entirely new territory for him. Tatami Galaxy, Ping Pong, Devilman Crybaby. His whole career is built on smashing goofy and devastating together in the same breath, on purpose. That's kind of his signature. So the real question isn't why is this all tonally all over the place? It's, is this that same technique just not working? Or is it landing exactly the way he wanted? And it just feels bad because disaster shows aren't supposed to feel like this. This might be a super generous read, and I could be completely wrong, but the tonal whiplash might actually be the point. Real disasters aren't exactly met with unanimous collaboration. People cope in strange ways, and the bridge between grief and absurdity might not be all that different in a scenario like this one. Or Yuasa just wanted to write by throwing darts blindfolded. And I wasn't the only one who felt this whiplash, for what it's worth. The show got dragged pretty hard when it came out. A lot of the reaction from Western anime fans specifically zeroed in on this exact problem. So if you watched this and felt like something was off, you have a lot of company. To be honest, and also blunt, the show is pretty bad. It feels very similar to something like Final Destination, where characters get taken out of the picture in the most unexpected moments. If you like messy, ambitious swings that don't fully work, this is kind of a poster child for that type of show. But if you came in wanting the grounded family survival story the pitch promised, you're not gonna have that much fun. But at the same time, it's kind of hard not to think about this show after watching it. There's something about these strange creations, projects with really solid concepts, but end up being a car crash of ideas. And it's entertaining as hell to watch. Hopefully there's another one of these train wrecks to talk about soon.